Hey folks, Landstryder here, and welcome back to episode 23 in my Utopia Resurrection series. I'm here today with Dornell, and we are going to show you the secret project. But before that, I got a couple things I want to do. So, first thing we want to do, Dornell, we want to put together our Naquadah Mark I reactor. So,
Ooh.
Yeah, ooh.
We got the parts, or I need to make them?
Well, we don't have any of the parts ready to go just yet. We're gonna need some uranium-235 rods, so that might be difficult. You're gonna need to make some energy flow circuits, which for that we're gonna need to make an opal lens or possibly a sapphire lens. And if that doesn't work, we can make aqua lens using the one of those. Hopefully, one of those we can still make. There was issues with the lens recipes, so let me double check to make sure that one of those will still work for us. That there's actually a recipe for that. So for these opal, can we make opal plates? No. So you can't make it out of opal. Can we make it out of sapphire? These sapphire plates. Change your suits? Yeah. Okay. We can make it out of sapphire because we can make a block of sapphire and cut that into plates. So we're okay there. We can either do sapphire. I'm sure we could do aqua too. What would be the aqua? Maybe we can do aqua. Let's check. Aqua. Aqua plate. Is there a recipe for aqua plate? No. Okay. So we could not do aqua. Sapphire seems to be the way to go. What's the fourth option here? Blue topaz. So, nope, option there. There's only one option now for that, which is the, what did I say, the second one, sapphire. So the only one that we can make it out of is sapphire. So you gotta make a sapphire block and cut that into plates, probably to make all the circuit parts. We're gonna need some 4x aluminum wire. We're gonna need the field generators. We're gonna need some data control circuits. So that's gonna take a little bit of time too. So I was gonna cut all those plates up and make that circuitry stuff. So while he's starting to work on the circuits and things, I wanted to point out something that one of my viewers mentioned. A really good tip. This advanced bending machine is now working off of just one side. I got rid of the what is it called? This thing, the transfer node off the top, and now it can accept and eject on the same side. So let's do that over here too, because I want to get rid of this one because there's a bunch of stuff behind here that I could clean up. So the way that this works, and here I need to kind of like get down in the floor a little bit because I need to target the bottom of that machine right there. Oh, let me out of here for a second. And I also need to temporarily pick up my. Let me get that. I don't need that. I'm going to need my wrench, my screwdriver, and one more thing. I'm going to need a crescent hammer so I can pick this up for a second. Whoa. Things fell. Things went where they weren't supposed to. Did I get it all? No, I actually got it all, I think. Alright, so right now this machine is not set to eject off of the out of the bottom. I think it's set to eject out the top. We can go ahead and break that. We don't need that anymore here in a second. I'm going to hit that bottom center square there. And now if we look on the bottom of this machine, we can see that there's that hole there that it's ejecting out of the bottom. Now if I go and take the screwdriver and click that side, now you see the message in the bottom says input from the output side is now allowed. Excellent. So now all I need to do is replace this. This is already set. No, it's not set to auto eject, but now it is. Now it's set to auto eject, I believe. No, I think it's this. Well, heck with it. Just turn them both on. I always forget which one's which. Probably tell by go. Come on, there we go. Out of the hole. I'll probably tell by looking at this one. Okay, so the first one's the fluid. The second one is the items. Okay, I don't need to eject fluid, just items. So the orange button. Probably could use a better interface. in the Sortex pack for GregTech machines. So now I can go back in here and clear out all these pipes and stuff. Which, oh, I guess I didn't need to come. I keep forgetting. It's been several days since I played, so on the Utopia server, I've been kind of just waiting for the osmium to build up. When I came on, I had to deal with the reactor being shut down because we ran out of fuel rods, because I never did automate that particular part of the process. So there we go. I can get rid of all those pipes. Don't need these covers anymore just to keep them separate. Well, actually, I did need that one cover right there. Not so much to separate it, just because I don't want it to connect to that. It wouldn't do anything bad, but I just don't like the visual aspect of that. So now I can fill that back in. I don't have to worry about having any vents above the machines. I can keep my nice continuity of appearance all the way around. Plus I can save on some part stuff, and it's going to be a lot easier to automate like this. I can go down along and put interfaces under every machine that I want to automate and have it accept parts and eject right back into the interface when it's done. That's going to be excellent. Thanks for that tip, viewer. Sorry I didn't write down your name so I could credit you. But you know who you are, and anybody that watches the video, be sure to read back through the comments to find out who it was that suggested that in the first place, because that was a real good tip on the GregTech machines. Alright, so now that's taken care of, I showed you that. I'll probably go ahead and automate a few more of these machines because it's going to be so much more easier now that I know I can do that, especially the wire mill, possibly the centrifuge. Not so much this wall because it's kind of like our manual processing wall, but I do need an electrolyzer. There is one little more issue. Did you need me to bring up the, let's see. Yeah, we've got 41 osmium now. Not bad. One of the other things I did was, wow, I'm down to 72 UU. Or, no, that's UU matter. I'm down to, well, I'm still plenty of UU amplifier. What I did is I turned off the mass fabricator for a little while. And came back like a couple days later to let the advanced recycler catch up with the amplifier, so that I would be able to make a bunch more relatively fast and use less energy. I think it's less energy. I don't know. When you factor in what it takes to recycle, the energy it takes to recycle all the stuff, and then then turn it into the amplifier with the amplifabricator. So I don't know. I'm sure it comes out a little bit less, maybe not a lot less though. Oh, I need to go put these recipes back in my interface back up here so that the system knows how to craft stuff again that I have set up. Oop, wrong side. Back into here. These need to go back in there. There we go. And he's sawing up plates for circuits. Okay, so how? It's still quite a ways away, right?
Oh yeah, I gotta wait for the osmium to get up. I gotta do some platinum, which is cooking. Well, was cooking. Can you check and see what's wrong with that blast furnace now?
Blast furnace seems to be okay.
No, it's red instead of green.
I see this. Why is it doesn't want to run? It's enabled.
Something's wrong.
Well, this is new. Because platinum dust doesn't cook in there? You need platinum ingots?
Yes.
You just throw them in a regular furnace.
Oh.
That's problem solved. Yeah, it was working. It was just it says there's no recipe for this for the blast furnace. All right. Well, while he's working more on circuits, let me show you the next thing that's done, guys. And be sure and send me if you guys want to see your program on the future episode. And I'm not sure how many more episodes we got, but I'm definitely gonna if you get them to me before the end of what is this, March? Or almost March? Oh. January, February, February. It's still February, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay. If you get me your plans for a program for the 16 cubed holodeck, remember it's got to be 16 by 16 by 16. It should include outside walls, you know, so the actual building area is like 14 by 14 by 14. Unless it's like a training area and you want to be able to see these walls. Also, look, the walls are done. Yay. And look at that. Isn't that pretty on the top? That is my homage to Parcel 31U. Because we've been doing ME4 series. I've been having a ton of fun recording that with Dornall. And we have like a month's worth of videos pre-recorded for all that. So I thought I would show my appreciation or admiration for Parcel by mimicking that symbol in my holodeck over here in Utopia. I think it looks pretty cool. So I've got all these pillars. I had to drastically alter my plan in here for where I was going to put these things and how I was going to lay them out. You see that they're in a somewhat strange layout. And that is because each one of the pylons takes a channel on the ME system. I didn't need the extra controllers. I could have got away with one controller. But again, I wanted to mimic that that symbol from ME4. So if we look inside the I/O port here, we can see that we have just enough energy stored to be able to do the power to do a transfer, and its efficiency is at 100%. I have exactly enough pylons to get 100%. Not one more, not one less. Well, obviously not one less. And then what happens is the channels can go through these energy cells, but only 8 of the channels. So 8 channels come out this direction, and that pylon, that one, and these 2 in the corner, plus I think over here a couple of these, yeah, plus these 2 are all on. Wait, no, these ones are not. I get confused. Anyway, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, that's right. 8 end up coming back through this energy cell. And that's why. And if it didn't have enough channels, the pylon would not be that blue color. It'd be like a red color because it wasn't connected to the system. So again, same thing over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 for that side. These sides are a little different because we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we have to go downstairs. 5, 6, 7 channels over there for that side. So the 2 of these, well, I actually could have connected a couple more channels, maybe like down here somewhere. I don't know. Doesn't matter. I got just enough, and it works. Down here, same thing. So, and if you forgot, the main entrances are exactly 9 over, and then 9 up from the floor. We can double check that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9, and that's where the entrance should be. These carpenter doorway areas, they don't get stored into the system. And I'll show you here in a minute. I'll activate it. And again, from the bottom, remember that the floor here stays. It doesn't get incorporated. I'll show you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and I should have put this in the corner. 8 and 9 right there is the bottom of the door. So, and then 9 and 10 would be your door. And again, over from there. Anyway, so let's go up and activate it, and you can see exactly what goes in here. I had to when I tested it, I lost my my carpenter's pressure plates from the inside. I mean, I didn't lose them; they just popped off because they wouldn't get stored, and the block that they were on did get stored. So you're gonna have to leave them off. And you just when you want to come out of the holodeck, you just open the door with your hand. Not a big deal. If we come up here, I was growing mandarin oranges to get some pollen and some balsa wood. The bees have been going crazy with the flowers. You notice that this one little area doesn't have any flowers? That's because the harvester will pick the flowers for you. So if you want a lot of flowers, you can put a bee down with a harvester, maximum range, and you know, it'll just sit there and pick all the flowers as soon as they grow. You need to make sure that you have at least one flower that doesn't get picked, so that the bee can, you know, continue to do its business. Oh, get down in there. Also move the ender cores over here and shrunk it down just a little bit, because the lily pad only goes out. It only covers a 7x7 area. So I was gonna actually make this, you know, 5 lily pads. You know, these ones on the sides would cover in this way. So basically, all of the ender lily things would be covered by at least 3 separate lily pads, and then the ones in the very center would actually be 4 separate lily pads. But I don't need ender pearls right now, so that's why it's not running. It's going to be a long time till I need them, if I ever need them, based on how many I have right now. If we look in here, ender pearls, I've got 8,000. I don't think I'm going to be needing any more before the end of this series. So if we look over here, I actually had to add a couple extra energy cells to that just to make sure that I had just enough power in order to be able to activate it. And I even had to put 1 dense energy cell with 3 extra regular ones. I went with the regular ones just because I was kind of skimping on the materials a little bit, so I didn't use these dense ones like is in ME4. Plus, I didn't want to be exactly like it. I wanted to, you know, kind of copy it, but not be 100% perfectly like it. So if we hold on, we get a lever, and we get the spatial storage drive, which should have, I could have swore. Oh, how about we look up drive? Oh, how about we look up spatial? There it is, right there. There's my 16 cubed spatial storage. So yeah, put that in there, apply a redstone signal, and it'll jump it over to there. And eventually I'm going to have this all controlled with a computer. And you can see that this is a completely independent system. It's not connected to the main ME system whatsoever. And I'm actually powering it from our RF supply directly right here into the controller. So we go down and look. Go down and look at the in the room now. It should have stored all of the floor and everything in here. So we walk in here, whoa, big drop. And a big section of the space station is missing, which is as intended. So what's going to happen is when there's a program loaded, that's why we need the walls on the outside. You wouldn't actually have to have the walls on these 2 sides, but you would want the walls on the, especially the floor, and especially the ceiling, and these 2 walls would need to be in your plan if you send me a plan, or post it anywhere. I might see if I can't find some other people's stuff online. If anybody's posted that kind of stuff, I'm sure there's a website for that somewhere. But yeah, you can see the big section of the corner of the space station is missing. It's stored in that drive up there now, along with the floor, the main floor that was in here. That's all inside there. Now, as soon as I as soon as I go back up and flip that lever again, well, I think I have to move the drive over to the right slot. So I gotta go down under the dirt. Under the dirt. Come on, over here. Make sure, flip this drive over to that slot again. Give it a redstone signal. I hope it was charged up. Yeah, it must have been, because it moved it over. I don't think it would move it if it wasn't fully charged and ready to go. Now I just come back up here and go back down, and we should have our room back. Whoop. Come over here. There we go. Wall's back. Floor's back. All good. And you did notice that when it was stored, that the what do you call it? Portcullis? Maybe that would be a good name for that. Portcullis. It remained because it does not store carpenter's blocks. So if your plan includes carpenter's blocks, sorry, can't do that. They won't go in and out of the ME system or of the spatial storage. So it has to be basically plain blocks. All the factory or all the chisel blocks seem to work okay. Basically all the manila blocks. Of course, any ME blocks would work. Applied energistics, applied energistics blocks are obviously going to work. I haven't tested it with all of the other modded blocks in this pack, so we'll just have to see. Next episode, I should have 1 or 2 ready to go programs. Just some really basic stuff. I'm going to put together some really basic stuff. As you know, I don't feel like I'm that awesome of a builder, but I'll see what I can do. Like I said, I want to have like an Eden type area, like a little garden kind of sanctuary area, and maybe like a dungeony area, you know, where we can go in and, you know, kill some mobs and stuff. Training practice, basically. Then I want to have that program, that computer program. Like I said, I'm going to change this over to a advanced computer monitor. I'm going to put that advanced computer that it controls, that it connects to, directly on top of the spatial I/O, and then like right above that is going to be where I have a chest that it can hold all the different programs, and then the computer should be able to move them in and out of the spatial I/O into the chest as needed, based on the controls down here, and we should have a nice readout and everything. We shall see. We shall see how well that works out. So hopefully I can get all that done. Like I said, it's going to be a while until the next episode because, for one, Utopia is winding down. We've gotten pretty close to the end of all the tech lines. About the only thing left to do is I need to do is go explore the Twilight Forest. So there's probably going to be an episode of just going and exploring the Twilight Forest. That may or may not come between the next episode dealing with the holodeck. So if I don't have the computer program wrote in a few 4 or 5 days, I might go ahead and do the Twilight Forest exploration for an episode, and then come back to that later. So I expect these episodes to get a lot farther between for the last few coming up, and that's not only is it the fact that we've pretty much gone through almost everything. It's also because the state of the pack is a little iffy. Some people are not sure that they want to continue. I mean, you may have noticed some of the other folks that play on the server have not been putting out as many episodes lately. So a lot of that has to do with the fact that the last update was not well received. So I'm not sure what the whole future of Resurrection is going to be. So just keep an eye on the Feed the Beast forums to find out about that. And how's it coming in here for a circus, Dornall?
Slowly. I'm working on it though.
Okay. We might have to take a quick break. If you're tired, we can go ahead and show the secret project now. I mean, if you want to give that a rest for a second.
Let me see what I got going on here.
All right. I'm not trying to rush you or anything. I'm just saying. I mean, I can always just cut if we need some time to build circuits. Cause I wasn't thinking about how complex these circuits are. They are very complex. Oh, he's already got the data control circuits ready to go. We've got plenty of nether stars, I'm sure, in the system. And I'm anxious. All right, guys, we'll be back in a few minutes, and we'll put that generator together, and then we'll show you the secret project right after that. All right, we're nearly finished. We just had to make the blue lens out of the sapphire, and to convert the Laptron crystals into those energy flow circuit things. So let's see, we got everything else. We got the uranium. Oh, those are the wrong uranium rods, my friend. We need uranium-235.
Oh, we don't have 235.
Yes, but we can get uranium-235 by take a pile of uranium, and I think it's centrifuge it. One or the other. Yeah, you need the unstable uranium. Uranium-235. See if I can find that real quick here. There's definitely 238. We need the 235 dust, which, yeah, we have the 235, or we can get it, but there's another way. Not that way. Where's it at? Somewhere in here. Centrifuge. And let's see, the 235. Let's see, it's take 238 and centrifuge it. Gives you a 20% chance of getting a tiny pile of 235. And a 20% chance of some plutonium. We don't need the plutonium. We got plenty of that. But yeah, that's pretty much the only way we can get it in this pack currently with the ore spawn the way it is. Which brings me to something else I want to talk about real quick. I know you guys, if any of you guys follow me very much, you're probably familiar with the fact that every time I get into one of these packs really hardcore, I tend to want to like tweak it and improve it, do things better, make it better. Kind of like I did with Crash Landing, because you know, putting Ender IO in that and helping out the pack creators from time to time with suggestions and map help and stuff like that. Anyway, my question is, how many of my viewers would be interested in me releasing a set of configs that would fix the majority of the configuration related problems with the 1.0.1 release? If I get like several people that are interested in that, I'm probably will go ahead and do it. Otherwise, I'm not going to put any effort into it, and I'll just let this this season of Utopia end, peter out, because everybody seems to be upset about, you know, things not being right in the configurations files, like being able to make all those lenses and stuff, and things like that. So I need to fix that one block that's missing now. So yeah, let me know if you feel like that would be something good for me to do. Maybe help out T-Fox with just a new set of configuration files and scripts that would fix, well, some of the things that I think are issues. Missing recipes, maybe a little balancing issue, because I mean, let's face it, Computercraft is not balanced for the pack. And if we're going to stick with Computercraft, it should have some little bit more difficult recipes. A few other things I've noticed about things like, and especially the power converters mod. I mean, this is way cheaty. Way cheaty. Should not be able to do this. Should definitely not be able to do this. And that's one of the things I would fix in those configuration files, is make that not a possibility. Which would mean we'd have to hurry up and make our RF solution, which I think, what did we decide? We're going to do lava, right? Or heated redstone. One of those. In a 64X version. And place it down, way down here. Right on top of the anchor, feeding into our hyper energy node. I don't know if I talked about this. I updated our energy node from a standard one to a hyper energy node. Basically so it could transfer power considerably faster. So that, like, when I'm standing on my charge bridge, my charge pad there, I can get my armor charged up a little bit more faster, especially now that I got the quantum armor and it takes 10 million EU per piece. And my chainsaw and drill are both now high voltage, which each take 1.6 million EU. Yeah, it was kind of important to get more energy into this faster. So no problem with it now, though. Even now, even after that, it was still, it took me a little time to get that charge on my armor the very first time. So, are we ready?
Nope, I can't.
Oh, waiting on the
235.
Waiting on the 235. Did you centrifuge? Where's it at? Over here, centrifuge.
Centrifuge what?
The regular uranium. I don't want to pick it up because I'm not wearing a suit.
No, okay. Hold on.
Okay. All right, well, that's going to take a few minutes for that to centrifuge. We'll be back again in a moment. Okay, folks. it takes a long time to process uranium dust in the centrifuge, even with the turbo centrifuge. And since it's only a 20% chance, what did you say we had? 3 out of the 9 tinies that we need? Because we only need 1 bar of it. But it's going to take a few more minutes. And instead of just sitting around watching it and letting our thumbs twiddle, we're going to go show you the secret thing. I also went ahead and told the automated ore processing down here. The automated ore processing is now processing all of our Naquadah ore that we had. I've got quite a lot of that. I have a little bit of enriched Naquadah ore, but I get enriched Naquadah as a side product, as a byproduct of processing this stuff. So I might as well go ahead and process that. I had a lot more of it, like 600 compared to like 90 of the actual enriched stuff. And the enriched stuff seemed to have some issues with the recipe, so I had to look into that anyway. I should get plenty of enriched, at least enough to start producing some power with our Naquadah reactor when we get that built. So while we're waiting for that, let's come down here. I'm going to show you what have we been up to in our little laboratory over here. We got this thing right here. This is about as close as we could get to an actual control center. I really like the way the future blocks look on the carpenter's buttons. Gives us a way to make that look really cool. So this is our control center right here for our the transporter. We have made as close to authentic looking Star Trek transporter. So we've got the teleporter from Industrial Craft all ready to go. It's going to beam us down to the planet. We haven't actually. We're going to add a little bit of a planet over that you can view out through some of the windows. To one of the windows, anyway. Like over there in the sky, we're going to say that or maybe down below. Maybe we'll put it down below.
Beam me down, Captain.
Beam you down? All right.
Beam me down.
All right. We got a little bit of a delay on this, so I have time to get in here myself. I don't think I have to be right on top of it either, so just wait a few seconds. It's a longer delay than I thought. Should work. If I didn't break it when I was putting together all this stuff.
Did you break it?
I might have. Well.
Oh, that's a long delay.
That wasn't actually a delay. I used the secret secondary button because I was tired of waiting for it. I must have broke it. I'm using a blue power stuff in there for timing and reacting, and it probably got unloaded and loaded, and I don't know. Blue power, not my favorite. Had some issues. So we are beamed down to the planet. And this is not our build, to be honest. To be 100% honest, this is not our build, but we did put it together one piece at a time by hand using Schematica. So let me paste. I copied the guy's name so that I wouldn't forget what it was and how to say it, so I can give the guy credit. So let's right here. It's Cruden Bay Zone is the original creator or the original uploader of this map to Minecraft Schematics website. So thank you, Cruden. What we didn't put back in on this, what is it called? It's called Island Town. What we didn't put back is the trees. Now, in the original schematic, all of the trees are acacia, which is a lot of what the wood and a lot of what the buildings and roofs are built out of in this city. So a lot of brick. I had to do a lot of mining of clay to get all this stuff. And we need to put some animals. We got a little farm going on over here. I think these posts in here are so you can like lash them to keep them from getting out. Otherwise, I think they would go right through this hole. So yeah, we got like a workshop. Nice place for all the work. Oh, you didn't light the fire in the workshop. And then right across from there, you got like a area. Oh, I'm missing a few stairs. There's still a lot of parts missing. Like the interior of this building's not here. This is supposed to have a bunch of beds for the workers to live in. Still a lot of work to be done to the island, but we just, it's been taking so long and we've been hitting at it. Thought we'd show it to you as it is now, and then again, I will eventually come back and show you the final product. So yeah, we're redoing all of the trees. So I'm using forestry trees to really give it a variety of tree life going around. You see we've got, I believe this is a lemon tree or something. That one I just passed over here, that's a mango tree. We've got these Paduc trees, those things that kind of resemble acacia a little bit. I think this is, I don't even know what this one is. This was a fruit tree of some kind, but I don't see no fruit. Maybe they ripened and fell off. I'm not sure. I'm sure that was a fruit tree. Maybe a banana tree or a mango tree. Or not a mango, but papaya. We got some coffee trees. Make some coffee beans. More Paducs. There we go. What's this? Banana? Something? Papaya wood. I'm supposed to be papayas. Even though it says cocoa bean, it's wrong. Those are papayas.
Where'd you go?
I'm over by the papaya tree. And the Paducs over at the garden cafe. Garden cafe is not nearly done. It's a little bit done. You see some of the tables are set here. I think this is a lemon tree. That's definitely a lemon tree. This is a coffee tree, I think. This is a lime, some kind of, oh, this is a silver lime. I might tear these out and put slightly taller versions in, because I can genetically manipulate them to be higher, taller, just a little bit taller, because they're kind of really short. I didn't know they were going to be that short when I planted them there. So, and it's supposed to have like a canopy of tree leaves and stuff. And I thought since it was a cafe, fruit trees would be really nice for that. So probably change that around a little bit later on. This is one of my genetically altered really tall oaks. There's supposed to be an oak tree here, but it wasn't meant to be that tall. I forgot that I had altered them to be really tall. No idea what that one is. Completely forget what that one is. Some kind of citrus tree. I think this is a pecan tree right down here. We've got some poplar, making a nice arch to come through here. And over on this side of the island, now I'm gonna go way up and give you a nice aerial view of the island. Go way up. You can see it's in our dimension, and there's just basically nothing out past the island. But we go way up here, we can get a really good view of the island. That is a beautiful, beautiful schematic. Really awesome. Be a really great server spawn if you're gonna, do custom server spawn. Got buildings and stuff. Let me come back down now. It's got this really cool tunnel right down here. Goes underneath and comes over. And right by this nice little bridge and waterfall, there's flowers. There's a lot of flowers that aren't been planted yet because like almost the entire island is covered in some kind of vegetation, either flowers or grass, ferns or trees. It's a very lush island when it's done. Like I say,
this
portion of it
is complete.
Yeah, this building is totally done. This was the first one that we did. This is the church, and this is very large, very, very cool building. Come on in here. Lots of pews. Place for the preacher to stand and give his sermon. Pulpit? Yeah, that's what it's called. Oh, I never noticed the cross in the carpet. Cool, you only just added the carpet, so. We also got a little secret here. Little secret exit to get away if the Inquisition comes.
You ready?
Really? What's up?
You ready to come back up?
Oh, I just flew up and around, so because I want to give some more aerial views. We got these really cool guard tower over here. Did you finish up the guard tower? Because yeah, it has little cannons. I think it even has an actual circuit that works, right? Yeah.
Yeah, it.
Yeah. It would shoot a bunch of whole bunch of arrows every time you push that button. Really cool. Oh, we don't have any arrows in it though. We'll probably put some snowballs in it. That'd be cool. Look like cannonballs. Too bad you can't paint snowballs to be black. That'd be really cool. Yeah, I think that's that. This is a tavern over here. Little tavern for the villagers to hang out by the fire, watch the fire burn, have some ale. Might have to get some ale and put it over here. I think we can make
Actually,
something.
I think this is a home, not a tavern.
No, this is a tavern. A home would.
Look up here.
What? Oh, does it have beds? Oh, maybe this is the mayor's house. We'll say this is the mayor's house. Why not? Or the preacher's house, because that would be he'd be pretty prominent in this town, because like that is the biggest building. It's the most largest feature.
The diner's over here.
Yeah. Well, there's actually like a couple diners. Well, this is a big restaurant right here, and the kitchen for this diner is actually right over here. We've got the Farm Fresh kitchen right here, where all the food gets prepared. And there's supposed to be a garden like right behind here with a bunch of different plants growing, but I haven't gotten that in yet. So why do we do this? Well, for one, it's just really cool to have a transporter transport you down to a planet. But the main reason we did this is we wanted a place where we could have an actual village, where villagers would breed, and we would be able to come and trade with them for stuff, and maybe be able to use some of the auto trading stations and see how they worked better. So we have actually successfully got our villagers to start reproducing, without altering the plan of the city so far. They kind of hang out in this general area, so this is kind of where the concentration of doors is at that they consider their village. We'd like to get it probably to expand across the whole island, and there's potentially some places where we can possibly add some extra doors. These doors are all part of the schematic. So if we do anything to, oh wow, we're missing some more. See, not all the way, insides are not completed of the buildings. The exteriors are pretty much done, but there's a lot of things on the interior of this building that's not quite ready yet. So more decorating to be done, tons of trees to be planted, lots and lots of flowers to be spread. But you can see over here, like I've got pine grove on this side of the island. I'm using mostly fruit trees inside the village itself, and yeah, that's basically, this is the secret project that we've been talking about.
Here's the gallows.
Oh yeah, I didn't show the gallows. I didn't actually look at the gallows. Did we get the skulls and stuff on it yet?
Mm-mm.
No. So okay, so there's still bits and pieces. Like I said, there's still bits and pieces missing here. There's supposed to be some trapdoors here, a lever right here that will actually open the trapdoors, and yeah, it's got a lot of really cool working redstone built into the schematic and stuff. So we're gonna get all this working. We're gonna get all the trees planted and stuff. Like I said, I'm using all forestry trees and custom genetics to get the, to improve on the original schematic as far as the vegetation goes. I think the original one is pretty much almost all. It's all acacia. All the trees on the island are acacia except for a couple oaks. So, gonna probably keep a couple oaks, like that tall oak there. Probably leave that. But like out here, these are custom trees. These are coastal sequoias with a 1x1 gene, so that they grow nice skinny. And these are really cool. These kapok trees. I'm probably saying that wrong, but anyway, this is the secret project that we wanted to show you. We've been talking about for a while. Still some stuff to be done over here on these guard towers. They need to have their fire in them, kind of like the one on the other side. And then maybe we will put something like a dome over this eventually. I don't know. I guess it just depends on how long the this series lasts, because like I was discussing a little bit ago, the future of the Utopia Resurrection series is a little unstable, And I'm not sure how much longer we're going to keep going on this. Whoop, there we go. Back over here. So something messed up with my timing circuit. I'm going to blame blue power because I was trying to use blue power for it. So let's see. Do we have enough uranium now?
No.
Oh, no, not even. No, not even. Ugh.
We have 2/3.
2/3, yes. I was going to say not even half, but we have more than half. Okay, so guys, I guess we'll be back in a minute to show you the final crafting of the generator. We got everything else though. Field generators. Remember, those are crazy amounts of osmium. What was it? 16 per field generator for this tier or 16, yeah, 16 osmium per field generator for this tier. The energy flow circuits, those Laptron crystals are not well, they're tedious. They're not exactly cheap, and they're not exactly a short-term craft. You gotta do several steps. Aluminum wire is nothing too much. What's the hull? Is that titanium?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's just the titanium plates. That's not too bad. The energy flow circuits, the field generators, and apparently the uranium rods are somewhat, no, I'm not going to say hard, just time consuming. All right, I'm back in a few seconds. Okay, folks, it seems that we got everything, and
whoops, I was in the wrong suit.
Apparently it's a bad idea to pick up uranium rods when you're not wearing proper protection. There's a cow up in the garden right now, so you can go get you some milk and fix that. I'm gonna get my suit on before. That's a fine looking suit right there. Too bad I had to put this orange thing on to do this. You got the rods in your inventory still?
No.
Or where'd you put them?
They're in the system.
Okay. Oh, all right. There we go. That'll work. I've got my suit on, so I'm okay for now. All right, there we go. Naquadah Reactor Mark 1. Boom. Wow, there's really not much more after this as far as tech. It really just isn't. If you guys can think of something that we haven't done or haven't covered in the tech line, in the tech tree, please make a comment about it. I'm going to put this down here somewhere. It's just basically what we're going to do is as we get more osmium, as soon as we get more osmium, I'm going to use this Naquadah reactor to basically just make more osmium in order to get the high tier stuff. Eventually we'll have the Mark II Naquadah reactor. It's really the only thing that we could possibly go. You want it right here? Right there? Okay, right there. Boom. There it is. The Naquadah Reactor, Mark 1. What's with the interface? Okay, so it has a liquid in and out. Do we got to cool it? What do we got to cool it? It's supposed to run on bolts. It's supposed to run on enriched Naquadah bolts. So let's look how much enriched Naquadah we have. Naquadah. Tiny piles of enriched. Quite a bit of it so far, actually. Get some of that. This stuff's radioactive too, so you want to make sure to wear your protective gear when dealing with Naquadah.
Yeah, don't be like me and forget that you're wearing your adventuring outfit.
Alright, so I'm pretty sure we're gonna have to make this into ingots. Can we just no? Can't just put it in there. No. Okay, can we put it in here? Will that work? Will it do anything in there? Alright, doesn't seem to be. How do we use this stuff?
What are you doing?
I'm trying to figure out how to use this to make our bolts. We need enriched Naquadah bolts. There we go, enriched Naquadah bolt. Okay, yeah, well, obviously we need to get some rods. Or can we, yes, if we got an ingot, we could extrude it straight into bolts. That's what I was trying to do. So how do we get the ingot? We smelt the different stuff, but not the dust? No? Okay. But we have dust. Oh, this is interesting. How do we use the dust? Not a good indication here. Okay, we might be doing something different here in a second. Plasma arc furnace?
Blast furnace.
Blast furnace. Oh, it's running now. I put a piece in there, and it didn't seem that it didn't kick on right away, so I thought it was not right. So we got to blast furnace it. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and throw the rest of that stack in there.
Then you got to vacuum freeze it.
Not surprised. Naquadah. We just gotta wait for that to come out. Who knows how long it's gonna take? How long is it gonna take?
120 seconds per ingot.
So 2 minutes. And I put it in there about a minute ago. Uh-oh. Naquadah. It's not going to take a second. So, yeah. A time-consuming process, as we know. So, yeah, as soon as that pops out of there, we can take that 1 ingot and make 8 bolts, and we'll see how well that does it. Well, what that'll do in our reactor, if we can even get it to go in there, because I mean, it looked like it had only a liquid interface. We come down here again, look at it. And it looks to me like it's only got a liquid interface.
Maybe hidden.
Maybe.
Because of GregTech.
Yeah, that's a possibility. GregTech might be messing me up here. These may not be, or you know, we're gonna put the bolts in there and it's gonna instantly turn it into liquid, which that does happen with some machines. So we should have a ingot by now, right? Come on.
Yeah, if they got vacuum freeze faster than it burns.
Yeah, vacuum freezers usually pretty fast. There it is. 1 hot enriched Naquadah ingot. Put it over here. That's the output. I need the input. There we go. Go. Apparently I was making a few bits of tungsten steel not long ago. And there we go. Unenriched Naquadah ingot. You can see it's radiating power. Oh, I need the... nope, don't want to make rods. I want to go right to bolts. I can get 8 bolts out of 1 ingot, which is very nice. And if you get to the point where you have a Naquadah reactor and you haven't already made an extruder, there's something wrong with you. There we go. 8 Naquadah bolts.
I want to know how you got there without making an extruder.
Yeah, well, I mean, you could do all that stuff with hand tools. I mean, if you really didn't care about wasting resources. But
I was just going to say, yeah, well, you could, but that's quite a waste.
There we go. Oh, yeah, there it goes. Generating. It's generating power. It's online. Look at that. It's such a pretty sight. We have a bunch of power right here at our fingertips. So, and then, okay, that's interesting. So it takes the enriched Naquadah bolt and outputs you a standard Naquadah bolt. So it takes the enrichment out of it. Nice.
Nice.
That's interesting, because I was thinking that there should be a way to enrich your Naquadah bolts. Well, we kind of got an idea about that. But if I do my set of configs, I probably will do something where you can enrich your Naquadah bolts using using plutonium and stuff. Maybe MOX. Maybe combine 8 MOX with a Naquadah bolt, and you get an enriched Naquadah bolt.
Sounds good.
Might work. Either that or an ingot or something. Anyway, guys, yeah, let me know how you feel about me doing a set of configs for this version. And of course, I'm going to keep an eye out on what the future status is of you know, whether or not Resurrection is going to stick around or not. Well, and and whether or not the Utopia community is going to continue playing it for very much longer. So don't expect another video real soon. These are going to go down to about once a week for the last few episodes here. Especially that's going to give me time to do the programming for the holodeck. It's going to give me time to finish off that island. And it's also going to give you guys time if you want to get one of those holodeck programs to me before the season finishes up, and get it in an episode and let me show it to everybody else. You got time. Remember, 16 by 16, 9 in, 9 up. Well, 16 by 16 by 16. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this as much as we enjoyed making it. Be sure to leave a like, comment, a thumbs up, all that stuff. It helps the channel grow. And until next time, I will catch you later.
Goodbye.